one thing that I found is that there's companies that bring your pet to another country. Like after you
get there, you have to put the dog in a quarantine.
Still surprised that we didn't get any stops like at the border or something, because it's like two girls with this like huge ass thing.
I mean, you could, but you don't want to risk it. And it costs $600. So it's
what a scammers.
Yeah.
Like honestly, did you have like a backup plan?
Welcome to From Lisbon with Love, a podcast about real stories of love, laughter, and life in Lisbon from women who have left it all behind.
The podcast where we share real stories about moving to Lisbon, starting over, and figuring life out along the way.
We talk love, dating, friendships, breakups, healing, growing, all of it.
Basically, the stuff we usually talk about over coffee or vino.
If you're thinking about moving abroad, already here, or just love honest conversations with heart, you're in the right place.
This is From Lisbon with Love. Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Jirina.
And I'm April Betts.
And this is From Lisbon with Love. If you're watching instead of listening, you can already see that we're not alone, because today we have three special guests. We have here Bella, and here is Turbo, and here is Teddy.
Aww.
We are here today with our pets because this episode is about how we moved to Portugal with our pets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
let's get into it.
It's very cozy in here. We're already distracted. But actually Bella and the guinea pigs, they go really well together.
Yeah.
So, and for those who are listening, we have one dog and two guinea pigs.
Yes.
Just so you know. And yeah, before we start, we would like to remind you that we are on Patreon. And if you sign up as a Patreon member, you get access to bonus episodes, bonus content, Lisbon vlogs where we take you to events and we show our daily life. So if you want to see more, you can become a Patreon member. The link is in the description. And also it's a great way to support us, even if you're not gonna watch all the content. It's still, you know, it's still nice. So sign up there and we'll see you there.
Yay.
So if you hear some noises, that are probably the guinea pigs. So are you ready?
Yes, let's get into it.
Yeah, I don't know how it is for you, but I can imagine that maybe moving, like the decision to move abroad, was kind of harder maybe because you had a pet. Was it something that kind of held you back a little? Or?
Well, if Portugal wouldn't allow me to come with my pet, then I wouldn't move to Portugal. So I did research before even though like when I first came here, I was like, I'm moving here.
Mm-hmm.
But then I did some research to make sure that I could bring Bella. And then I looked at all the details and what I had to do. And I was like, okay, well, I can bring her. So
Yeah.
it works out.
But are there like other countries that don't allow you moving with a pet?
So the UK is actually really strict.
Oh.
So with the UK, you actually have to quarantine your pet.
Because it's an island maybe?
No, they're just really strict.
But I mean, I think it's the same for like Australia and stuff with the...
Well, because it's like UK...
Oh.
But it's very strict. Like you have to
Okay.
quarantine your animals beforehand for so many, I don't know, weeks or months.
Wow.
So yeah, I would never go to the UK if I had Bella.
Yeah,
Because
I can imagine.
I would never quarantine her.
But where would you have to leave her then? Like,
I wouldn't go to UK.
no, but I mean, like, let's say someone wants to go to the UK and has a pet. How does
They
that...
have to quarantine the dog.
Yeah, but where? Like,
They have
there.
facilities in
oh,
the UK.
it's like after you
you
arrive
get there, you have to put the dog in a quarantine for a certain amount of time.
at the airport somewhere. Or...
I don't know exactly, but you have to put them in the quarantine, and then after a certain amount of time and they see that the dog doesn't have rabies or whatever, then they released the dog.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's intense.
Yeah.
It's like you're 2 weeks without your animal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think it could be even longer.
Wow.
And then can you imagine what it's like for the dog? They just like traveled overseas and then they have to be in this like canine like kennel for who knows how long.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck? But yeah.
Yeah,
so.
that's insane. But yeah, luckily Portugal doesn't have that.
Yeah, there's
so.
a lot of steps that you have to do to bring your pet to Portugal, but it were steps that were you could easily manage and do.
Yeah, so it was like not holding you back in like your decision at all.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah. I just had to just research and make sure that I did everything that was necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to leave my baby.
No, of course not. Imagine.
Yes. Hi, Turbo.
The piggies are getting comfy. They're moving around and they start to talk, so... Don't be so loud, guys.
Hi. Oh, you guys kissing? Yeah.
Even Teddy is a bit more comfy.
I know.
And I brought some snackies just in case. Some veggies.
Oh, there goes Bella.
Normally she always wants to sit here, and now it's an episode about pets, and she doesn't want to go.
It's because as soon as someone comes to the house, she gets super anxious and like she's like freaking out, and she wants to eat, and she wants her treats, and it takes her a minute to calm down.
Yeah, but she knows me.
I know.
She's even been with me for a week.
But now the guinea pigs are here, so that's a whole other situation. She's like, what the...
Yeah, that's true.
So how did having pets affect your decision to moving here to Portugal? Or moving abroad in general?
Yeah, I think for me it was a bit harder in the sense that I have like guinea pigs, so it's like not really that common to move with guinea pigs. Like maybe if you move like to a country close or something, I mean, it's easy to take them in a car or whatever. It's not impossible. And also like Europe has like open borders, so you can basically take them wherever you want. But yeah, Portugal is kind of far. So at least from a Dutch perspective, like easiest way was to fly, of course. So yeah, that has been like a struggle that I had like on my mind for quite some time, because I wasn't sure how to do it, and also like moving is already like a super big step. So for me it didn't really hold me back in the end, but I think it just took me more time to kind of let it all sink in, because it's also a big step to take your pet there, I feel. Also because you need to find like a good new vet, and with guinea pigs, I didn't know like if it was like common in Portugal to have a guinea pig. I didn't know anything, so that was a bit of my concern, that I was just like a bit cautious before to kind of research everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the end it all worked out. So
Yeah.
and now we're here.
Yeah.
And now I even have like a Portuguese guinea pig. Teddy is from here, so I mean, apparently in Portugal they also have guinea pigs. Like, yeah, of course, but I didn't know if it was like so known. So apparently, yeah, it is. So no problems at all.
All right, well, let's get into the next one. What did you need to do to arrange in order to be able to move with your guinea pigs?
Yeah, like I said, in Europe there's open borders, so for me it was like I could just go. But then the problem for me was that I couldn't fly with the guinea pigs, because when I was like arranging the move and everything, I just called airlines and I was like, hello, I want to take my guinea pigs. Is that an option? And they all said no, because it's like the chance that they die is like really big, because they are super sensitive, and also with the ears and stuff, they're not made to be like on a plane with like the air pressure and everything. So it just wasn't an option. So the only option was to go like over land. So there were several options, because I googled to see like what the best option was for me, and one thing that I found is that there's companies that bring your pet to another country. So you just pay them and they pick them up and then they travel with like a little van or a car. It depends a bit on the company if they do it like on a smaller scale or bigger. But then they just bring, several pets to a destination. So that was actually really surprising for me. I didn't know that that would exist. It sounds like a dream job also, to be honest. It's amazing that they do
Depends
it.
on the pet. No.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But in general, like, it seems like super great and efficient and amazing that they have that. So I did like a little investigation and I found a company that wasn't that far also from my house, my old house in the Netherlands, and they charged like 500 euros for each pet. And then bigger pets were like 1,000 or something, but then smaller pets were around 500. And at that time I had 3 guinea pigs.
Oh.
So I was like, you know,
Yeah.
that's a lot actually. So then I decided to rent like a van, like a kind of a camper thing. And I just drove to Portugal with a friend and with the guinea pigs and with all my stuff. So I could actually also move some stuff
Yeah.
because I did it myself. So that was actually really great and also the most beneficial option, so to say.
And
so,
how long did it take you to drive?
I think in the end we drove 3.5 days.
Okay.
So it was doable.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, it's not the most comfiest option.
And I'm curious, what did you end up spending by doing it that way?
I think we spent around the same amount, like in the end. But then it was like divided by 2. And I think the camper was around 800 maybe for like a week. It was a short week that we had it. And then of course you have all these other things that kind of add up, like the extra kilometers and the gas and all that stuff. So I think in the end it was about the same, maybe a bit cheaper, but yeah, then of course divided by 2. And then also I could just take my own pets there and I could take my stuff. So it was
worth it.
Yeah, and also it was a nice holiday, it was just really nice to do with a friend. And yeah, we got to sleep like on all these campings in like Belgium, France, Spain. It was really nice. It was like an adventure, so it was like, this is the right time to do it. And I'm still very happy that I got that chance to do that, because it was just the perfect timing, like that I could find like a friend that wanted to come and I could arrange everything, and we had like a huge camper. If I find a picture, we can put it in the screen, because it's hilarious. It looked like we're going on a safari or something, and it was like so.
Oh, it was like one of those little campers, like a VW van type
No,
campers?
it was actually huge.
Oh.
But just the way it looked like we were going on a safari.
Okay.
Yeah, it was amazing. I'm still surprised that we didn't get any stops like at the border or something, because it's like 2 girls with this like huge ass thing. It was crazy.
I want to see what it looks like.
It was crazy. So yeah, that's how I did it, and I didn't need to arrange like anything like vaccination, passports, blah blah blah. Nothing of that, because
Oh, that's easy.
there's no checks, no border checks, and also with diseases, I think it's quite similar. Well, like the diseases that they can get, it's not like you take like a disease from there. In that sense, it's not like it's unknown here. So
Okay.
yeah,
And it's another EU country, so
exactly.
that
So
makes it
it's
very easy.
basically it's just one country basically. When it comes to things like this,
that makes it very easy.
Yeah, but I can imagine for you, I mean, you had to like fly, and
It was a lot. It was actually
girl.
kind of stressful, because you have so many different things that you have to do, and it has to be done by a certain time, and you have a short window. And if you miss that window, then you have to start all over again. So basically, bringing a pet from outside the EU to Portugal, first you have to get the pet back. Well, first you have to make sure that they are microchipped.
Mm.
And it has to be a specific microchip. It's an ISO microchip, and it has to be like 15 numbers, 15 digits. So she was already microchipped, but it wasn't the ISO microchip. Because apparently this microchip can be scanned throughout all of Europe.
Ah, I see.
So I had to get her re-microchipped. So now she has 2 microchips.
But how does that work? Like,
so I had to take her to the vet. I had to make a vet appointment. And then I actually did this prior to, because you have to get the vaccine, and it has to be, that vaccine has to be with that number. So, okay, so it was a lot. So I took her to the vet, and I got that microchip. And it's basically, it's in like a needle. It's like the size of a rice grain.
Okay. Oh, it's very small.
Yeah, and they stick it like above the back of their neck.
Okay.
So they basically have to stick it in, and then they check to make sure it's there and it's working, and then that number is attached to you.
Okay.
So then I had to make another vet appointment after that to get her rabies vaccine. Because a rabies?
Oh, that's a disease.
A disease that can happen in dogs.
Okay, but she didn't have that already.
No, she had one, but they had to have one that was done within the year.
Okay.
Before moving.
Ah, I see.
So I had to make another appointment, have her get the rabies vaccine, and I had to make sure and if you do it right before you come, you have to make sure you do it 21 days before.
Okay.
You fly. So then after I got the rabies thing, then you have to get a health certificate. And this health certificate has to be done 10 days before you leave. And it's only valid for 72 hours.
Okay. That's really
it's like,
short.
It's like you have to plan all of this with your flights and everything. Okay, and the health certificate in America costs $600.
For a dog? Or
for the
general?
certificate. For the certificate.
Oh.
And you have to pay for the visit at the vet. Yeah.
But does she also has like a passport, or is that not like a thing?
Not in the US. That's her passport in the US, is getting that health certificate.
Okay.
But once I came here, I was able to get a passport.
Oh my
and it was only €20.
Welcome to Portugal.
I know. So I actually have all the steps written down here just to make sure I get them right for people who are actually traveling with their pet. So okay, so first was make sure you choose your vet carefully, because not all vets know how to deal with the health certificate. Because knowing the time frame and how much time from your vet visit, they have to send the documents to basically the federal government to get it stamped, and it has to be sent back by a certain time because it's only valid for, it's like,
oh my God.
Yeah. So, okay. So choose your vet, then get your pet microchipped, and it has to make sure it's the ISO microchip. The chip must be inserted prior to the vaccine. The rabies vaccine, it has to be no earlier than a year. So if you get a 3-year vaccine, I think she was already on a 3-year vaccine, but because they don't accept that one, I had to revaccinate her with the 1-year one, which I don't like vaccines.
Yeah, of course.
So anyway, but I had to do this in order to bring her here. So yes. And then you have to coordinate with your vet with the health certificate, and it must be sent to the USDA within 10 days of travel. So that means you have to go to the vet, make an appointment to go to the vet 10 days before you leave.
Yeah, exactly.
So that they can check your pet, and then they have to send that certificate to the USDA, and then the USDA has to send it back to the vet. And then you have to go back to the vet to pick it up.
Oh, wow. They can send it to you, or...
I mean, you could, but you don't want to risk it.
True.
Like with delays and no, I showed up at their door.
Yeah.
So then the USDA will return the certificate within 72 hours of travel.
Okay.
So you literally have 72 hours from getting their certificate to leave. And if you let's say you have a delay or something, let's say your passport didn't come back in time from getting your visa or whatever, then you have to start the process all over again.
That's crazy.
And it costs $600. So it's
What a scammers.
yeah.
Like, honestly.
So then, okay, so once, let's say everything is done, you have your health certificate, you book your flight, you're ready to go, you finally get to Portugal. Once you get to Portugal airport, in Lisbon, there's a certain area for the vet check. There's a vet right in the baggage claim area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So once you go through security, you go directly to the vet. You go in. You have to email the vet 48 hours before your flight.
The vet here.
The vet here in Lisbon.
That you're coming.
Yeah. If you go into Porto or any other city, you have to email their vet 48 hours before. So you're like, I got 72 hours, and then I got 48 hours before I have to. It's like, and you're moving across the world.
I know. You already have so much on your mind, so many things to take care of.
Yes. So it was very stressful.
That's crazy.
But once you arrive here, it's very easy. They just look at your pet, they check the microchip, and then you pay a fee.
But how did you know about the vet, like, in the airport in Portugal? Was that something you found out beforehand?
So the Facebook group that I use to help with my
Facebook, love Facebook.
To help with me getting my visa, they literally have a full guide that like has it laid out. That Facebook group is American Friends in Portugal.
Okay.
And in their file section, I literally just read through that and just like studied it and just make sure that I was doing everything. And they had the email address to all the airports in Lisbon. No, in Portugal.
Yeah.
That have the vets. So I found Lisbon, I emailed, and they just responded back and said they wanted all of the documents, the health certificate, rabies, all of that. And then they said, okay, you're good to go. And they need to know what time your flight gets in.
Yeah. Okay.
And all that information. But once you get there, you like ring the doorbell.
Oh,
they have a doorbell.
hello.
And then they bring the pet in. They check the microchip. They look over the pet. I think the first time they actually put something under her nose. They did something to check something.
Coke. No, I'm joking.
God, no. They did something. And
That's
then they're
weird.
like, okay, everything's fine. And then you pay the fee. And then they give you a receipt. And then when you start to walk out, if there are people there checking, they'll ask for the receipt. So.
Okay.
And then you're free to go. And this is with her traveling in cabin. She traveled in cabin with me. If you're doing a cargo or something else, is a whole other situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And maybe also if you're from like another country than the US, maybe it's also different with like the vaccinations and stuff. Like, I don't know if that's like,
I think it might
have other rules. Maybe?
I guess maybe it depends on where you're
from.
And that if you're coming from a country that has rabies. Yeah. That makes a difference, because that was one of the things that we had to check off.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. What a journey.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That's crazy. How was it for you with like all this? Like, were you stressed out?
I was stressed the fuck out.
Oh
and I didn't know where I was living. I hadn't seen the place.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm literally like just fucking winging it. I don't know. Not winging it, because I had to do a lot of fuck. I'm just fuck. I had to do a lot. Sorry, Mom. I had to do a lot of research and preparation.
Yeah.
To come. And but it was all worth it.
Yeah, but how long took like the whole process? Do you still remember?
With everything with me moving here?
No, like with
the pet?
With Bella, like all the things you needed to arrange. Like, when did you start? Do you still remember? Like,
I started a couple of months before because I knew that she had to have the rabies vaccine at least 21 days before we traveled. And I wanted to make sure that she had that a few months before, so if she had any type of reaction or anything, she would be fine. So I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 months before.
Okay. Yeah, but were there also things that like didn't work out, or was it just like stressful but it was fine?
It was stressful, but it all worked out.
Okay.
I've heard the horror stories of people not getting their health certificate back in time. for their flight. So they would have to reschedule their flight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you have like a backup plan?
No.
No, it was just it needed to work out.
Yeah, it needed to work out.
Yeah.
And I made sure to press the vet. I was just like on them.
Yeah,
Like,
of
hey,
course.
okay, it's sent. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it on its way back? Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
Have you heard?
Yeah, I can imagine. It's like you can't make any mistakes when it comes to
Yeah.
this because you don't have time. So
And luckily, the vet that she went to regularly, they have done these before.
okay, so she knew.
They knew.
Yeah.
Which was good. So,
Yeah, that certainly helps. Yeah.
yeah.
But it was just your like regular vet, or did you have to find a new one?
Luckily, it was my regular vet.
Oh, that's
I didn't have
amazing.
to go to a different vet. Thank God.
Yeah, oh my god.
Because imagine if you have to go to a different vet just to do all of that.
Yeah.
And then imagine if you have multiple pets.
Oh my god, that would be crazy. Then
Yeah.
you would need like a health certificate for each pet, right? Also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I had guinea pigs, I wouldn't be able to come with them
You
because
could put them on a boat.
you could put them on a
See you
boat.
later, guys.
Put them on the Queen Mary now.
Oh
No,
my
you would
God.
have to pay for that service
Yeah, of course.
where they ship them, I guess.
Yeah. But then it would take like
3
weeks,
months.
maybe months.
Months.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I actually looked up what it would be cost to ship my car here, and I think it took like 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah, but if it's like a living animal, don't they have like different organizations? Because that seems like
I don't
super
know.
long.
Well, I'm
right?
sure they have different organizations, but I'm sure they're taking care of them the whole time.
Yeah, so you can't. I mean, what will it cost you if you have like months and then they take like care of your pets for months? It would be so expensive and stressful. Also, like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, you're lucky that you
Yeah.
didn't have like guinea pigs or something.
Yes, because they might would have had to stay. No.
I know. Yeah, maybe it's
I don't
for
know.
sure it was like more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I can imagine now that you're here, you don't want to go anywhere anymore. It's like
I know.
I'm staying.
Well, luckily,
After
once
the
I got
stress.
here, I heard about get your pet a European passport. So I
Mhm.
immediately, I think the next day, I went to the vet and got her a passport. It was only €20.
Mhm.
They just literally, it was super easy. And basically, I can take that and travel anywhere through Europe. And then I can take her back and forth to the US without having to do the health certificate.
Oh, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because the health certificate is for Portugal.
Yeah, but it's like valid for a lifetime, or does it have like an end date?
The passport?
Yeah, the health certificate or the passport. I mean,
The health certificate only lasts for 72 hours.
Okay. Oh, so you don't need that anymore here. It's only
No,
the
because
passport.
I got the passport. If I didn't get the passport, then every time I would fly back to the States, I would have to do that whole process again.
shit.
So I was like, no.
Yeah, exactly. And then the passport is like how many years?
It's forever. You just
Oh,
have
it's
to keep
forever.
going back to get her rabies vaccine.
Oh.
So I just recently got her a 3-year one. So I don't
Okay.
have to go back for 3 years.
Okay. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, because her 1-year one expired.
Yeah.
So, and I knew I was flying back to the States. So
Yeah.
I had to, yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing basically you now have to do is do the vaccine like every 3 years.
Every 3 years. Yeah.
And that's it for
That's it.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that you got everything done and now it's
I
like all
know.
settled.
I know.
But it's crazy and it's super good that there are like Facebook groups like that because
my
you wouldn't
gosh.
be able to figure this all out on
It
your
was
own.
so helpful.
Yeah,
So helpful. Yeah.
it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go on to the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we talked a little bit about it already. It was about
What was it?
how did you experience it and
Oh, yeah.
If it
So
all
2 and
worked
3 was
out.
kind of the same. Yeah.
kind of it was like
Okay.
a good follow up.
Well, yeah. If you were to do it again, would you have done anything differently?
No, I think I wouldn't because actually everything worked out for me as well. It was really, really great. And also, we were very lucky that it wasn't super hot. Although it was like the beginning of September. But then when we drove from the Netherlands to France, it was actually quite cold. So, which was a bit better also for the guinea
It was
pigs.
cold in the Netherlands in
Yeah.
September?
Yeah, because I think we were maybe a bit high, I don't know, but it was like super humid. And it was cold, and we were not prepared for it because even in the Netherlands it was hot. So we were like frozen in that bed in the back of the camper. But for the guinea pigs it was better because during the night when you shut down the car, it's like you don't have AC anymore. So that way the guinea pigs could still be like on the well, not yeah, they were on the back seat, I think. So they were not like in the room where we were sleeping because it was a bit tiny. So that worked out great, and also, well, I had at that time I had a guinea pig that had like some extra care. So I had to feed him like more often with like liquid food and stuff. But yeah, we just made like regular breaks on the road just for us also to take a break. So yeah, actually, if I think about it now, it was kind of easy actually also. I mean, in the beginning I was like freaked out. I was like, I'm not sure how they're gonna do like in the back seat and with all the driving. And I noticed when we were driving that they were not super stressed, but they would like eat and drink a little less because the car was moving, so they weren't really used to that feeling. So whenever we took a break, they would come out and eat and drink. But I don't think they had like a bad experience.
I'm curious, did you keep them in like their crate that they're in now, or did you keep them in like a little bitty crate?
No, they had just like their big cage.
Oh, there was enough room for their big cage. Oh, okay,
because we
that's
had
good.
like a back seat, and then we put some stuff there because it was a huge van.
Okay.
So we had enough space for them to be there, and also that way they could just move around because we would drive like 3.5 days. So it was a lot if I had to keep them like in their little transport box.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think in the end for them it was also, I mean, of course it was a bit stressful, I'm not gonna lie, but I think in the end it worked out, and I don't think they have any like trauma or something from the trip. It was like also really nice because I remember we stopped in Spain, and at that time the weather got better and better just when we left France, and then we slept on a camping, and then there was like this whole big grass field, and I just took them out on the grass, and they were like, yeah, I mean, they were still eating. It was like they don't really care like what type of grass it is, where it is. They were just like fine. They were like, oh, this is my little grass field, and yeah, it was super cute because I was afraid that they might be scared or whatsoever on the camping, but they were just like hopping around and like they lived there. So yeah, so it was really cute actually.
Well, everything worked out.
Yeah.
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 I mean, for me, I had no choice to do it the way that I did it.
No.
Otherwise, she wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
So, yeah, but I'm glad that everything worked out, and I'm glad that I had the information that was needed to make sure that I did everything properly to bring her here so I wouldn't have any hiccups because she is like my heart. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I think for you there was nothing that you could do differently. I mean, you did everything right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this was the only way to do it.
Yeah.
And you managed to do it, so that's great.
Yeah. Well, could you give the audience some advice on what if they wanted to bring their pet abroad?
Yeah.
Give them some
Well,
advice.
I think there's so many different factors like in this whole thing because it depends also what kind of pet you have, where you're from, and if you could travel like overseas or if you can travel over land. So it's like so many different things that could make it like harder or easier. So I think, yeah, what I would do if I had to do it again, I would just do it the way I did. It's just doing research. So it's like starting with just, like you said, like the Facebook or just Google or whatever, just find experiences from other people And if you can't find it like me, because I think it's very rare that people move like with guinea pigs, I couldn't find anything about it. Also, the airlines, they didn't know where I was supposed to go. They only said like you can't move, you can't go on a plane with guinea pigs. That was it. So it's like, okay, I don't know what else to do. So then I just started Googling, and then I found that company. Well, actually, my roommate found it because I was at that time I was already defeated. I was like, I don't know what to do. And then she found it and she sent it to me, and she found that there are companies that bring your pets, like I explained in the beginning. So
I'm curious, when you had got your place here in July and you moved in September with the guinea pigs, when you got your place in July, did you know that if you could bring them on the plane or not at that time?
Yeah, I think I already knew that.
Okay.
But because it was like super kind of like a short period of time that I got my apartment here, and that I moved like in July, it was like a matter of weeks, so I couldn't arrange everything with like the guinea pigs. And also I still had my old house there in the Netherlands, so it was like I was like, okay, let me just park this and see in the future how I'm gonna do it, because I just moved here at the first time in July by plane, and I had like just one suitcase for 6 weeks that I was here, and I knew already that I was supposed to go back to the Netherlands. And also, I think when I moved here in July, I had already arranged to go in September with the camper, because you also needed to like make a reservation for that, and I needed to arrange it with my friend, and I had booked like the plane ticket to go back to the Netherlands and then to drive with the camper. So I think I finalized that already like before coming, because it was too much to do it in one go, and also with the fan and stuff, it was too much. Also, my house was still full because it was like, okay, I'm going to move in 2 weeks, so I couldn't finish everything. Yeah, yeah, it was crazy.
So,
How
so
about-
what if I? Well,
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess the advice that I would give is pretty similar. Just do research, and just make sure that you have everything in order, because you don't want to be in that position where something doesn't work out and you can't bring your pet or something like that. You have to wait, or you have to change your dates, or move flights around, or move
Yeah.
it's already stressful enough moving, and then moving with
Exactly.
your pet just adds extra stress. So just like do immense amount of research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure like no matter what kind of pet you have and where you're from, there's probably like Facebook groups almost for everything. Well,
Yeah.
at least not for guinea pigs, unfortunately. Maybe I should make a guide, but
Yeah, you should.
yeah,
For all the guinea pig owners out there.
I know. Yeah, but yeah, I think for most pets you can just find any information online. So yeah, that's a good good start, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, we're gonna end it with like, we love our pets, and we're so happy that we made it here to
Yes.
Lisbon, Portugal, with our pets, and they're happy and healthy. And
I know.
Yeah, it was all worth it. All the stress,
Yeah, definitely.
definitely worth it.
Yeah, it was an adventure, but
It was, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Cool adventure. Like, yours is such a cool adventure and like a great story to tell. Yeah. Mine was a stressful story, but it happened.
Yeah, but also I think it's really good to hear like different stories, because there's
Yeah.
not one way to do it, and there's so many things that you need to take care of.
Yeah.
And I also think what is really nice, because most people that move here, they just pack like one suitcase, but we pack like everything basically, like
Who
our
moves
pets.
and packs one suitcase?
There's a lot of people.
Like maybe digital nomads.
Yeah, maybe. And we were like, I'm sure about this. I'm going to move everything.
I'm
I'm going to
moved
take my
all my
pets.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what I could take with me on the plane.
Yeah.
But yeah. It worked out.
Yeah. It's amazing. All right.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, guys. And remember to like, follow, share, and subscribe. You can sign up for our weekly mail. I got it right this
True.
time.
Yes, not the daily mail, weekly
Weekly.
mail.
Our weekly mail, where me and Anna share a personal story that we don't share anywhere else. And thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yes.
And this
is
is
From Lisbon with Love. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Ciao. Thanks for spending this time with us.
And for listening to our stories, our laughs, and a few of our growing pains.
If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs a little Lisbon love in their life.
And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. It helps more hearts find our little corner of the world. From all of us,
From Lisbon with Love.